Hello, good morning, and good everyone. My name is Mahatir Muhammad Hasali. The student ID number is 42222101011. The study program is Robotics Engineering Class Morning A. My subject college is the English for presentation. The number the subject college is RA 504. My semester is 5. My year of study program is the 2021. The day or date is Sunday, 17 September 2023. My faculty is the BATAM State Polytechnic. Today, I will discuss and describe about my assignment English for presentation. The assignment is the week 3. Record yourself talking about the vocal fry and nasal voice. Okay, let's talk about my question to the assignment. The number one, the question is some people make assumption about the speakers who has vocal fry and nasal voice related to their intelligence, competence, and assertiveness. What is your opinion related to that? Okay, number one is to the question. The number one is my answer is the expecting characteristic approximately an individual insights, competence, or engaging quality based exclusively on their voice. The counting characteristic like vocal fry and nasal tones is both unjustifiable and unjustified. A bit like with other voice related suspicions, it is vital to recognize that these characteristic varieties and do not precisely reflect a person's capabilities or appeal. Okay, the next, here is a breakdown of why making judgment based on the vocal fry and the nasal voice is the problematic. Is the number one is biological changeability. It means describe about the biological changeability. Vocal fry and nasal voices are fair. A few of the numerous normal varieties in human discourse. They are affected by variables such as vocal line pressure, physiology, and indeed territorial complements. These varieties have no coordinate relationship with an individual's insight or competence. The number two is a communication aptitudes. It means a person's insights and competence are superior evaluated through their communication abilities, which encompass components like clarity, enunciation, lexicon, and the capacity to communicate thoughts viably. Individuals with vocal fry or nasal voices can have remarkable communication skill. The number three is attractiveness is subjective. It means engaging quality is profoundly subjective and impacted by person inclinations, social standards, and individual encounters. What one individual finds appealing in a voice may contrast from another person's conclusion, making it unjustifiable to judge someone is generally allure based exclusively on their voice quality. Number four, the stereotyping and predisposition. It means making suspicions approximately people based on vocal characteristics sustains destructive generalizations and biases. It can be lead to unjustifiable judgment and conscience opening for those who do not adjust to customary voice expectation. Number five, in diversity and regard. It means grasping differences implies regarding individuals with different vocal qualities and appearances. Regarding the person contrast, counting vocal characteristic is basic for cultivating inclusivity and understanding. Number six, the last, the value of the individual. It means that everyone has characteristics esteemed and should be assessed based on their character, activities, and commitment to society. Shallow characteristics like vocal quality that don't characterize a person's worth. So, in conclusion, it is fundamental to challenge and dismiss presumption made around people based on their vocal characteristic, counting vocal fry and nasal voices. Such judgments are unwarranted and can propagate generalization and separation. Instead, we ought to survey individuals based on their real capacities, aptitudes, and qualities, recognizing that the vocal characteristics are fair one viewpoint of a person's character and do not characterize thereby enlarge worth or potential. The number two question, the assignment English is have you ever had a friend which speak with vocal fry or nasal voice? Or you yourself even spoken that way? Do you feel okay if someone talk to you with nasal and vocal fry? Does it sound irritating or annoying to you? Okay, the my answer in the question is to the have you ever had a friend which speak with vocal fry or nasal voice? My answer is yes, ever. Or you yourself, if ever spoken that way? No, I'm not to the spoken that way. Okay? Or do you feel okay if someone talk to you with nasal and vocal fry? Or I have a slight objection and annoyance towards people who speak in a nasal voice, but I like people who speak in a flat vowel voice. Okay? The number two until below, does it sound irritating or annoying to you? The number two the below from my answer is vocal fry and nasal voices are two unmistakable discourse designs that a few individuals normally have, whereas others may embrace them intention on or unknowingly. Here is a view data approximately each. The describe about the vocal fry and nasal voice. Number one, the vocal fry. It means the vocal fry is characterized by a low pitch, creaky, or rattling sound that happens at the least conclusion of a person's vocal extent. It is regularly seen as an arrangement of popping or clacking commissions amid discourse. If few individuals discover vocal fry to be irritating or grinding, whereas others may not be bothered by it. Supposition on vocal fry shift broadly, and it is a point of continuous talk about and inquire about in phonetics and social communication. Nasal voice, it means to the nasal voice is characterized by an intemperate reverberation or vibration within the nasal entrails mid discourse. It can be make a person's voice sound to some degree nasal or high pitch, like vocal fry. Conclusions on nasal voice to change. A few individuals may discover nasal voices charming or charming, whereas others may discover them irritating. so, whether a specific vocal quality is seen as irritating or not is subjective and depends on the person's inclination. The few individuals may not intellect or indeed take note these discourse designs, whereas others may discover them diverting or repulsive. Social and territorial contrast can to play a part in how these discourse designs are seen. What is vital is that individuals ought to be aware and non-judgmental when communicating with others in any case of their discourse design, as these characteristics are regularly past a person's control. The number three question is: have you excluded person from community, or have you been excluded because she or he use different language pattern as you do? Okay, the my answer question about the number three is yes. I once ostracized someone from the community who spoke in a nasal voice. Number three, the question below is: do you think that the choice of how we produce our voice is a part human right? My answer question about number three again is the choice of how we create our voices counting the capacity to utilize different communication strategies or advances can undoubtedly be considered a portion of human rights, particularly falling inside the broader category of flexibility of expression and communication. Here is nitty-gritty clarification of why typically the case. Number one is to the my answer question number three is the freedom of expression. Freedom of expression. It means flexibility of expression may be a principle human right recognized universally. It is cherished in reports just like the widespread affirmation of human rights. Number article in 19 and the worldwide covenant on the respectful of political rights. Number article is 19. This right incorporates the flexibility to look for, get, and give data and concept through any media and any case of the front rights. Number two is diverse shapes of communication. It means human creators have created a wide range of strategies and innovations for communication. These methods go past for pair, talked the dialect and can incorporate the sign dialect, compose content, the visual communication, and different assistive the innovations, permitting people to select the foremost compelling the strategy for their communication is the fundamental for guaranteeing their full support in society. Number three is inclusivity and openness. It means recognizing the choice of communication strategies as a human right is especially important for granting inclusivity and openness. Individuals with capacities such as those who are hard of hearing or have discord characters may require elective communication strategies, denying them the proper to select how they express themselves would be an infringement of their rights and seem to result in social exclusion. Number four, technological headways. It means as innovation proceeds to development, unused communication strategies and assistive and advance are created. These developments give the openings for people to precise themselves in ways that were already inaccessible. The ensuring the proper to select these innovations guarantees that people can advantage from the innovative progress. The number four, the last, the question is the have you ever faked your voice in particular situation? Why and why not? Number four, my answer is the question is ever, because in the context of maintaining one's own privacy and not having to talk about in front of the other humans. Thank you very much.